Hello, welcome to JNC Better Living's Rooted Yoga. Today's practice is going to be 30 minutes, and I have a student with me today, Jeff. So Jeff, we're going to get started today on our hands and knees, and then coming into child's pose. So we want to take our knees either mat distance apart or together, whatever's more comfortable for you. Lean your seat back on your heels. And then put your head either on the floor, or you can use a block if that's more comfortable for you. And if you'd like, you can also use a bolster under your body to add a little bit more comfort. We'll be here for a few breaths. I just like to have you notice your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Notice whether it's dry or wet. Notice the length without judging it in any way. Without judgment is how we should practice our entire yoga session, as well as our life. No judgment about one side of the body versus the other, being achy, not being able to come into a pose completely. Using props and helping your body to achieve a high quality pose. Being okay if you fall out of a pose. Just like in life. Making mistakes is how we learn. And when we know where we're at, then we can make changes to make it better. So let's now focus on our breath a little bit to help it aid us in our practice. We want our inhales and exhales to be of equal length. Let's breathe in and out through our nose now, creating an ujjayi breath, a victorious breath, with a restriction in the back of our throat, almost as though we're fogging up a mirror, making a ha sound. Breathe in, fill up your whole belly with air. Exhale, let it all go. Breathe in, fill up your whole back body with air, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. Breathe out, release. Let's breathe in and press into our hands. Come up into a tabletop position for just a moment. Let's ground into our hands, spread our fingers wide on the mat so you can see a lot of pie shapes in between them. Tuck your toes and press into your hands as you yearn your sits bones up and back, coming into downward dog. Really check the position of your hands now. And push into your index finger and your thumb. Make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart. Or if it's more comfortable for you, they can be more narrow. Breathe in. Find length in your spine. Engage your core. Breathe out. Let your shoulders roll down your back and your head relaxed. Breathe in as you yawn your right foot up to the sky. Bend your knee and stack your hip. Now take a few circles. Rub your knee to your knee and wide circles around 1 or 2 times, and then reverse. Wide circles the other way. Just opening up your hip. Now press your right foot back to the wall behind you, keeping your hips parallel. And as you breathe in, step your right foot between your hands, coming into a runner's lunge. Make sure that your right toes all of them are facing forward, and that your heel is behind your biggest part of your foot. Look back and angle your back left foot so that it's at a 45-degree angle, and that your front heel dissects your back foot. Now spiral your arms up and open, coming into Warrior Two. Arms should be parallel to the earth. Check the position of your front knee, making sure that it is over your ankle. Hips should be facing the side wall. Breathe in as you engage your thighs. Breathe out as you relax your shoulders down and back. Breathe in and reach forward, and then come back into reverse warrior. Left hand down, right arm up, reaching toward the sky. Breathe in here. Engage your core. Breathe out. Come back to Warrior Two. Now breathe in. Take your right arm to your right thigh and extend your left arm up to the sky for a side angle. Breathe in. Really ground through your feet. Engage your core. Breathe out. Relax your neck, making sure that you're not creating any tension. Your gaze can be straight ahead of you or looking up, only if that is comfortable. Breathe in. Let your left arm guide you back as you come up to Warrior Two again. Breathe out, spiral your hands down, frame your foot, and right foot steps back to meet your left, back to downward dog. Breathe in, left leg reaches for the sky. Breathe out, bend your knee, and stack your hips. Circle your knee a couple of times, knee to knee, opening up your hip, really making sure that you're getting as much motion as you can, and then go the other way a couple of times. Now stretch your left foot back like you're stamping your foot on a wall. Breathe in, breathe out, step your left foot between your hands. Back foot spins to a 45-degree angle. Front heel should be bisecting your back foot. And circle your arms up, coming into Warrior Two. Make sure that your knee is pointing directly over your third toe. Gaze can be forward. Hips should be pointing to the side. Strengthen through your thighs. Engage your abs. Breathe in, find length, crown of head reaching toward the sky. Breathe out, shoulders roll down and relax. Breathe in, reach forward and go back, reverse warrior. Right arm, hand comes to your right leg, left arm reaches up. Breathe in, lengthen. Make sure you're not craning your neck. Breathe out, hands come back to parallel. Breathe in, left elbow finds your thigh. Right arm reaches up to the sky for a side angle. Breathe in, really engage your core here. Breathe out. Spiral your arms down to the ground and step your left foot back to meet your right. Downward dog. Pedal out your feet here for just a minute. Any movement that feels good. Make sure that you're pressing into your hands through your knuckles. And then breathe out. Step your feet forward to come to a standing fold at the front of your mat. Breathe in. You can use blocks here to do a half lift, placing them under your arms. As you breathe in, press into the blocks, find a flat back. As you breathe out, relax your head and neck down. Breathe in one more time, press into the blocks, find a flat back, crown of head reaching toward the front of the room. Breathe out, relax your head and neck down. Take your arms down, around, and up, or walk them up your thighs, coming into an extended standing pose. Breathe in, take your right hand around your left wrist. Breathe out, side bend to your right. Breathe in, really press into your outer left side of your foot. Breathe out, engage your core and bend a little deeper. Breathe in, come back to standing, switch hands. Breathe out, side bend left. Breathe in, again, really press into the outer right side of your foot. Breathe out, engage your core, bend a little deeper. Breathe in, come back to standing. Breathe out, hands come to heart center. Breathe in, bring your arms down, around, and up. Breathe out, hinge from your hips, fold forward, forward fold. You can find your blocks here to have a half lift, or hands can come to shins. Breathe out, relax your head and neck down. Now this time we can move our blocks, place our hands on the floor, and we're going to step our left foot back, coming into a warrior one position. So back foot spirals to a 45-degree angle, but check to make sure that your feet are more like on skis or railroad tracks as you come up. Breathe in, raise your arms to the sky. Breathe out, sink into your front knee. Check the position of your front right knee. Should be directly pointing forward, and your right leg should be at about a 90-degree bend. Breathe in, lengthen through your side body. Breathe out, relax your shoulders down. Arms can be either cactus or they can be extended straight up, whatever is comfortable on your neck. Breathe in, reach the crown of your head toward the sky. Breathe out, hands come down to frame your foot. Reposition your back foot so that it is on the ball of your foot, and press off of the back foot to come forward, forward fold. From this position, take your right foot back, coming into warrior one on this side, again making sure that your feet are on train tracks, and raise your arms above your head, or cactus, coming into warrior one. Checking the position of your front left knee, making sure that it's over your ankle, pointing forward, Hips square to the front of the room. Breathe in, lengthen through your side body, chest broadens. Breathe out, tail sinks down and back. Breathe in, crown of head reaches toward the sky. Breathe out, take your hands down to the earth. And this time step your left foot back to meet your right, coming into downward dog. Now we're going to put all of that together into a second round of this flow. So breathe in, right foot raises to the ceiling, square your hips. Breathe out, step your foot forward, coming into warrior two. Left foot spins to a 45-degree angle, arms spin up, coming into a parallel position. Check your front right leg, make sure that it's at about a 90-degree angle, knee is pointing forward, hips are pointing to the side. Breathe in, reach forward, lean back, coming into reverse warrior. Breathe in one more time here. Breathe out. Take your right arm to your right leg. Left arm extends to the ceiling. Side angle. Breathe in. Come back to warrior two. Breathe out. Spiral your hands down. Left foot moves to the left a little bit, staying in a 45-degree angle, this time coming up to a warrior one position. Breathe in, arms can be cactus or straight up. Breathe out, arms come down to the mat, right leg steps back to meet the left, coming into downward dog. Breathe in, left leg raises to the ceiling. Breathe out, step your foot forward between your hands. Right foot, 45-degree angle. Spiral your arms up, coming into warrior two. Checking the position of your knee, always to be safe. Also making sure that your back right foot, knee is in line with the direction that your toes are pointing. Breathe in, reach forward to come back. Reverse warrior. Breathe out. Left arm comes down to your thigh. Right arm spins up to the sky for a side angle. Breathe in. Come back to warrior two. Breathe out. Spiral your arms down. Reposition your feet so that your width is a little bit wider. And then bring your arms up, coming into warrior one. Breathe in. Lengthen, crown of head to the ceiling. Tailbone draws down and back. Breathe out. Hands come down. Frame your foot. Left foot steps back to meet your right. Now we'll come back down to child's pose. Knees can be wide to the mat or touching each other. Once again, if you want your props, use them to make your body more comfortable. Props are there to aid your body to find the best position for your breath, for your comfort, and they are not a crutch. You can get more out of the pose when you use the props than when you don't. We'll take a couple breaths here. Just relaxing. Coming back to our breath if we've lost it. And now walk your hands up to your knees and take your seat and swivel your legs to the right or the left and come to a seated position. We're going to take a forward fold here. And we've got straps if that is something that you would like to use.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Place the strap around the ball of your feet and extend your legs out straight in front of you. We really want to ground into the floor. Legs are fully engaged and toes are flexed. We want to lengthen through our spine here, crown of head reaching toward the ceiling. Engage our abs and then just lean forward until you start to feel your edge. You don't have to come really far in this position. The goal of this forward fold is to lengthen and not to overreach. The more you practice, the more things open up with time. Breathe in and breathe out. Really let your body, upper body relax while you engage all the muscles that are touching the floor. Breathe in, let your strap go, come up to seated, and breathe out. Slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Time in Shavasana to roll your shoulders under your body if that is comfortable for you. Feet can go wide and fall out to the left and right side. Breath should come back to natural, again to the awareness of our breath that we had at the beginning of our practice. Remember that yoga is a practice, and the props are there to guide us and to help us. Just like in life, we have tools and people to help us and guide us in our life. I'll leave you for just a moment in Shavasana, in silence, and I will come back in a couple of minutes. If at any time your mind wanders during this Shavasana to your to-do list or things that are nagging at you, just come back to your breath and let those thoughts float away like lily pads in a pond. Play with your fingers and toes. Stretch your feet forward. Roll over to your right side or just roll up position. And if you're on your right side, use the strength in your hands to guide you up all the way. Keeping your eyes closed for just a moment. Bring your hands to heart center. Thinking about the journey that we're on in both yoga and life. Think about how there are tools to aid us, and using those just get us further. Think about not judging yourself for bad decisions or limitations, but to use those as building blocks to learn and to grow. May your future be much brighter, and thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.